Yankee Stadium. During the 1920 baseball season, the New York Yankees, with the help of newly signed slugger Babe Ruth, outdrew their rivals, the New York Giants, in attendance. At the same time, both teams rather reluctantly shared the same home field, the Polo Grounds. The Giants owned the Polo Grounds and weren't too pleased the Yankees were attracting more fans. So before the start of the 1921 season, Giants owner Charles Stoneham told the Yankees to find their own home field. The Yankees obliged and set out to build one bigger and better. Yankees co-owners Tillinghast Houston and Jacob Rupert scouted sites for their new home field all over New York City, looking in Manhattan, in Queens, but eventually settled on a 10-acre lumber yard in the Bronx. Houston and Rupert wanted their stadium to hold 70,000, which was more than double the capacity of most stadiums during that time. But the two owners were confident fans would pack every inch just to catch a glimpse of the great Bambino. With a budget of $2.5 million, $32 million in today's money, construction began in May of 1922. Work lasted for 284 days, and on April 18, 1923, Yankee Stadium welcomed fans for the first time. 74,200 piled in that day to see the opening day game between the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. It was a scene that would be remembered with great fondness 25 years later.
An epic in diamond history occurs at Yankee Stadium, New York. Baseball fandom sees stars of the famous team of 1923 gather for a silver jubilee. Red Ralph and Bill Dickey are among the greats, as are Lefty Gomez and another old-timer, Mark Koenig. Then the Sultan of Swat himself, Babe Ruth, the one and only Bambino, who gets a tremendous ovation from the assembled customers.
Yankee Stadium immediately became known as the house that Ruth built. Ruth led that team of 23 to its first World Series championship. Many more would follow throughout the 20th century, along with records and ball players who would become legends in a place that would become sacred. Yankee Stadium established a long-standing tradition of winning, earning a prime spot among baseball lore. The aging stadium would be torn down in 2008, but the memories captured on that field have never left. They stand eternal as some of the game's most romanticized moments.